have just a tad of bossiness, because you got to be able to handle business and be a boss about handling that. A couple of the funniest things I've seen where kids embarrass their parents for lying, because kids are so honest. And this one story, I was at a center doing an observation on one of the directors, and it was a little Caucasian boy. He was playing with this little black girl in the dramatic play area, and she went to pass him the doll. I guess they were playing like their mommy and daddy, and she went to give him the doll, and he was like, "I can't play with you." And she was like, "What do you mean you can't play with me? You're my friend." And he was like, "I can't play with you." And she kind of just gave him that look. He was like, "My mommy said I can't play with you." So now my ears, and so I went to sit over there in the corner behind him to get a little more of the conversation. And he was like, "My mommy said I can't play with you." So, you know, the little girl, they kept on playing. So I went and I spoke with the teacher. And I said, "What time did her parents pick up? Because I want to be around, I'm gonna hang out." And so they told me, so I went back to meet the parents at the end of the day, and I said, "We need to have a conversation." And so I had the teacher have the conversation with the mom, and the mom was like, "Oh, we don't talk like that. We don't use that type of language." I don't know where he got that from. The young man said, "Mom, you told me that I am not allowed to play with black people." She turned 5 different shades of red. And I told her, I said, "Meet me in the office now." So yeah, I will say that is the funniest one, because she turned so red after she tried to get on him in front of everybody. He was like, he was dead serious. Kids are honest. I can't start my day without talking to God first, because that sets the tone of my day. I gotta be connected with God. It's not so much a story, but it's just seeing our young people not having that advantage like other cultures have and racists have, and just being in the field knowing that they don't have that go-to person. Nobody's there to support them authentically, or that one person they can talk to and trust to build that support system around. So that is my thing. I noticed that even with not only our young men, but with our young women, that's their thing. They feel they have nobody that they trust and that they can confide in and that are real genuine with them. So that's what made me really get in the field that I'm in, because I'm very big on being yourself, being who God created you to be. And if people can't accept you for who you are, that's their loss, because they're losing out on gold. What you may think is just a piece of coal over here, you got a whole gold piece standing right in front of you that you can't see past the outside to see what's going on the inside. And I see a lot of that with our young people. And so that made me want to get into the field that I'm in, to start building those support system and trust system with people that are real and want to be around and be a part of our young people's lives. The hardest thing I had to learn about dealing with kids and how to overcome it was to accept their parents where they were at. And the reason I say that, because again, it goes back to environments, how you were raised, where you come from. Because just because I'm used to something, or my culture or my environment was a certain way, they didn't have that, or they were brought up a different way. So a lot of times dealing with young people, when I see their parents be like, not there, I'm like, how you not there for your child, or just different areas? I would kind of feel myself and like go into my mama mode. And I had to learn to take that step back and pray about that, because it can come off as offensive. And especially if they were never taught, or they never had anybody to model that for them in their lives, they're just going by what they know. So that was the thing I had to step back and learn when it came to young people, that their parents are products of the environment, what they were raised, how they were raised, and just what they know in general. My proudest accomplishment would be my kids. And the reason I say that, because I raised 2 good grown men. Even though they are a lot like me, but they're their own, and they have their own values on how they move, how they do things. and they care about the community. They care about people. So I would say my men, my grown men, my kids are my proudest accomplishments. My tagline is, I don't, you. That would be the title of my movie. Because I'm very big on people being real and authentic. And I strive to be that type of person. And I'm like, be who you are. And if you can't handle that, don't be around me. And that's what I try to teach young people. Be who you are. Don't be a chameleon. You don't have to change for anybody. They're either with you or they're against you. So at the end of the day, we either gonna get it together or we gonna go apart. Which at the end of the day meaning, I don't, you. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be who God created you to be. My name is Lakesha Washington. I am the CEO of Different Academy and Different Inc. nonprofit, and we service underprivileged youth. You cool with that?